Gentlemen, what's going on? 1247 to grade one. Listen, gentlemen, quick message here for you. The message is this. Listen, be careful what you pray for, right? Be careful what you pray for. This is part 2 of the Deion Sanders situation. This is a part 2. Be careful what you pray for. Because when it finally happens, when that door finally opens, and that so-called blessing that you've been praying for comes to you and you're not ready for it, that your blessing is going to become a curse. This goes back to the Deion Sanders situation. Listen, I'm pretty sure Jackson State was praying that somebody will come and help them, this, that, and the third. Listen, they will come, they're waiting on some type of Messiah to come and help them, this, that, and the third. And that Messiah came in the form of Deion Sanders. But Jackson State wasn't ready. Jackson State wasn't ready. Listen, Jackson State became a household name overnight. Let's be honest. Jackson State became a household name overnight. Yes, Deion Sanders came to your school. The hype, but once again, Deion Sanders could be there all day, but Deion Sanders had to do some. You had to. Winning had to take place. You got to win games. You got to win games. You got to win in order to keep that spotlight on you. I mean, what Deion did, and he bringing the spotlight to HBCUs, once again, and especially to Jackson State. Jackson State, to me, is on the mountaintop as far as HBCU wise. Everybody else falls behind Jackson State. Let's be honest. Jackson State has set the precedence, has set the bar high as far as college football. Now everybody else has to fall in line. Deion Sanders gave you a blueprint of how to win in an HBCU. And some people be like, oh, well, other schools don't have Deion Sanders. You don't need Deion Sanders. There's plenty of talent in all these neighborhoods across America. You can listen, you get some damn good talent. You might not, there's some real blue chippers, there's some real studs out here, but you gotta do your homework. Jackson State, Jackson State kept praying for somebody to come through and to change our lives and X, Y, and Z, and Deion Sanders did that. You can't get mad. Deion Sanders brought a lot to that university. Deion Sanders brought a lot to HBCUs. Not only lit a spark, that man started a forest fire. And if you HBCUs want to compete with the big schools, you can't have mediocre facilities. You guys want 4 and 5 star recruits to come into your school, but your facilities are looking like pure trash. You can't do that. Hell, Deion Sanders out there winning football games, but you got people out there robbing him. Like, how do you get robbed at a school? You coach at a school and you getting robbed. Somebody's robbing you. Where's the security? Where is Jackson State didn't provide security for Deion Sanders? See, this is what I'm saying. You guys pray for something, but you weren't ready for what you prayed for. This is what a lot of people do. See, a lot of people pray for this and pray for that, and when your prayer get answered, you wasn't ready for what you asked for. Jackson State wasn't ready for what you asked for. You pray for a change, you pray for this, and you pray, and that finally happened, and guess what? Once again, how is this man going to a school and he getting robbed? So me ask you. See here, and the thing is, I've never heard of any coach getting robbed at any school though. I mean, I could be wrong. You guys put it in the comments. Once again, what other school? Is there any other HBCU coach out here getting robbed at their school? I've never heard of the Clark University football coach getting robbed in Atlanta. I've never heard the Morehouse College football coach getting robbed. I've never heard the Howard coach getting robbed in D.C. I've never heard the Hampton coach. I've never heard of the Southern coach or the Grambling coach or the FAMU coach or the Texas A&M coach or Tuskegee or Fisk. Morgan State and all that other stuff, and Virginia Union. I never heard these coaches getting robbed. So how does Deion Sanders get robbed? I mean, I guess for what I heard, he got robbed more than once. So how do you guys pray for a change? The change come, and this how you treat the change? So Deion Sanders is out here getting robbed. His whole locker room was robbed. Where was the security at? Seriously, where is the security at this school? This is prime time. This man has put your school back on prominence. Why didn't you protect that man? Did you not care if Deion Sanders got shot? So Deion Sanders get robbed and somebody shoot Deion Sanders, then what? So, I mean, come on, man. I mean, that situation is horrible. So Deion Sanders was supposed to, I mean, come on, man. I mean, like, once again, you prayed for something, the answer came, you wasn't ready for what you asked for. You wasn't ready. Jackson State was not ready for that spotlight, for you to be turned around in quick, fast, and hurry. You guys were not ready. If you guys were ready, you should have made preparations way before Deion Sanders got there. Your facility should have been up to par way before Deion Sanders got there. You kept praying for a change to come. The change came, and you still wanted to have that old mentality. You still wanted to do the old stuff you've been doing. But this man came and shook your whole program up. Now you upset. Now you upset at Deion Sanders. He's a sellout. Come on, man. You guys weren't ready. You guys weren't ready for what you prayed for. You weren't ready. Jackson State was not ready for what they prayed for. You wanted greatness. Greatness showed up to your front door at a discount. You guys weren't ready to be great that fast. You weren't ready. Because you guys wanted to be great and operating greatness, you guys would have made those changes to those facilities and to your school a long time ago before Deion Sanders even showed up there. You guys wanted greatness at a discount. You wanted greatness with the same old mindset. You wanted greatness and you didn't want to change. Which goes to show me you didn't want to be great in the first place. You just wanted to complain. Because you want somebody to give you something for free. Y'all ain't ready. You wanted somebody, all that squawking and complaining and praying and doing this, doing that. You wanted somebody to give you something for free without doing the work. You wanted something for free. You didn't want to change. You wanted to do the same old, and you thought somebody was going to come and pick you up and turn you around and place your feet on solid ground, all that foolishness y'all be doing, all the same old stuff y'all been preaching for 50, 60 something years. You guys doing the same old nonsense. Here come Deion, prime time. Here come the greatness. Here come the change that you guys wanted. Here it comes. Change your situation for not only Jackson State, but for the whole HBCUs. You guys want to change quick, fast, and hurry. Here it comes, and what you do with it. Here come the change. You guys prayed for the change. You prayed for something to happen, and Sky Daddy sent somebody with melon that looked just like you to change your situation quick, fast, and in a hurry, but you guys were not ready to be great. This is what I'm saying, gentlemen. People pray for stuff that they're not ready for. Jackson State was not ready to be great, because if they were ready to be great, they would have made changes a long time ago to their facilities. And the rest of these HBCUs, listen, you guys pray and you guys want to compete with the big schools. You guys got to make the change on your own. You guys, I tell you this all the time. The Black American people spend over $1 trillion a year. The GDP for the African American in the United States is over $1 trillion. We got money. If you guys want to be great, you can't operate in an old mindset. Why do you guys pray for a change? Well, then when the change comes, and it comes quickly, and it exposes the things that you were doing that is wrong, you guys try to crucify that person. Instead of taking what that person says, take it with a grain of salt, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Let's go ahead. Okay, cool. We're gonna work with you to do X, Y, and Z. But instead of working with that person who's been at the so-called mountaintop, who's been in the situation, situations you're trying to get to, and he's exposing some things that you have to change to get to that next level. He exposes some things not to hurt you, but to help you. You guys get mad. You get butt hurt. So now instead of enjoying what the universe or God has sent to you, now you're going to try to destroy it. You prayed for something, it came to you, you didn't cherish it, you didn't cultivate it, you didn't pay that person what they were worth, you gave them scraps. That man brought greatness, you gave him a discount. Because any other coach, listen, like one man said, if Tom Brady would have come to Jackson State, you would have gave that man whatever he wanted. You'd have made it happen. Let's be honest. You'd have made it happen. But this is the problem. People want to pray for things. They want to cry and they want to complain, this, that, and the third. But they don't want to do the work to accommodate people that come in with change. People that operate in greatness. You guys don't do the work. So that person can come in and they can they're gonna expose some things, but they're gonna bring the resources to help you grow and to help you go to the place that you want to be. But instead of you guys taking that criticism and going to the next level, you rather destroy that person. You rather destroy him. Give him the cold shoulder. Oh yeah, we want change, but we want to do it the way we've been doing it. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't say you want greatness, but you want to keep doing the same old things you've been doing. That's not how it works. You got to get rid of what is old. Jackson State, your facilities are old, but you guys kept praying for greatness. We need a change. We need this, and we want to operate. We want to compete with Mississippi State. We want to compete with Ole Miss and this, that, and the third. But here comes Deion Sanders, prime time, operating in greatness, exposing some things at your school that you should have been fixed way before he got there. But instead of taking his criticism and making the changes, now you rather destroy him. This man out here come on, man. Out here getting robbed at the school and stuff. Come on, man. I've never heard Nick Saban getting robbed at no school. I've never heard of the Georgia Bulldogs coach getting robbed at the school. I've never heard of the Florida State coach getting robbed at the school. I never heard of the Florida Gators coach getting robbed at the school. I've never heard of the Notre Dame coach getting robbed at the school. Never heard of the TCU coach getting robbed at the school. Never heard of the Michigan head coach, football head coach getting robbed at the school. Hell, I never even heard anybody getting shot at the school. I mean, they're playing the SWAC championship at the Jackson State University, and somebody gets killed on campus while they're playing the game. Like I said, people don't want greatness, man. People just want to complain because they want free stuff. All this complaining people doing because they want free stuff. That's it. You guys don't want greatness. You just want somebody to give you something for free. So, gentlemen, man, move forward. Move forward. Move forward. All this crying, complaining, this, that, and the third. Man, these people are just talking. Let Deion Sanders be a prime example of how Jackson State really felt about what they were praying for. They didn't want greatness. Jackson State didn't want greatness. They wanted something at a discount price. They wanted Deion Sanders at a discount price. They wanted him to be there for a long period of time at a discount price and keep these facilities keep these facilities the same. You wanted greatness at a discounted price. But then turn around and get mad that the man goes to a whole different situation. And Colorado said, listen, we ain't got the bread right now, but we're going to come up with it. That man won $5 million a year. Colorado said, listen, we got you. Matter of fact, we don't have it right now, but we're going to get our monies together. We're going to go, I don't know how they're going to get that money, but they're going to get that money and the NILs and all the other stuff. They're going to bring them players in there and they're going to turn that program around immediately. That's what Jackson State should have done while Deion was there, but you didn't want to do it. But you complained and you complained and complained. You prayed and you prayed. Here comes your answer, but you still want to do the same old stuff you always wanted to do. Now you mad that Deion's moved on. Anyways, man, gentlemen, stay up, man. Stay up. Stay up, because this is crazy. People pray for stuff. Then the change that you prayed for finally shows up at your door, but you're not ready for that change, and all of a sudden, the person that's supposed to be your so-called Messiah, you try to crucify him in 0.2 seconds. Anyways, man, y'all stay up, man. Y'all stay up. Once again, Jackson State didn't want to be great. They didn't want to change. They want to do the same old at a discounted price. So, yeah, gentlemen. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. People in your community don't want to pay you what you deserve. They don't want to change. They keep voting. They keep praying. They keep waiting around, waiting for some sky daddy to come from the clouds to come save them. And they still not going to make the changes. They still not going to make the necessary preparation for this so-called change to come. Then, gentlemen, move forward. Do what Deion did. Go to a situation. If you gotta take 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward, then so be it. And that's what Deion did. He went to Jackson State for $500,000 and put like 150, 200,000 back into the school, right? So he took about good 4 or 5 steps back. But listen, him going backwards, it's like a rubber band. So he was pulled back. He was pulled back. He was stretched. He could only do it for 3 years. He was stretched. Bam! And as soon as he was let go, boom! Now he's flying. So yes, Deion Sanders took 5 steps back coming to Jackson State. But listen, he propelled that school to higher heights that they never seen before ever. But those people didn't want to change. They still want to do the same old. Same mindset, same way you've been doing stuff for the last God knows how many decades. You still want to do the same old. But you want Deion Sanders to be okay with the mediocrity. And gentlemen, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly for you. That's not going to fly for anybody. Listen, if your standard is, I keep telling you, gentlemen, this is why you need to have an SOP for your life. If your standard is here, gentlemen, keep that standard up there. Wherever you go to, guess what? Everybody that you meet at that job or place, wherever you are, has to come to this standard. You don't bring your standard down. They got to bring their standard up. They got to bring their productivity up to your standard. Understand that. You don't bring your standards down ever. Oh, we're here. Your standard is here. They think they're here. So you think I'm about to bring so I've been operating at this right here. This is my standard. This is what I've been operating at for God knows how long. I've been operating at this. I come into a situation and this is what y'all think. Well, I'm operating here. You brought me in to operate here. But you think to here. So if people want your greatness, then guess what? They got to come up to where you at. Because they're trying to get different results. If you want different results, then listen, people got to come to where you are. You don't come down. People come up. And guess what? Just like Deion Sanders, if you can't come to where I'm at and you're not trying to stay here and operate at this level from here on out, I can't bang with you. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna make this situation better than what it was. I'm going to do it for the short period of time. And if somebody comes along and says, "Listen, I see what you're doing over there at that school. We're going to pay you what you deserve, and we want that same greatness over here with us." And gentlemen, it's not wrong for you to move on to people that's going to appreciate your greatness at the price at the price and standard that you want it at. There's nothing wrong with that. You're operating here, my price is here, my standard is here. This is where I'm operating at. Can you meet me here? Yes or no? If they say no, listen, I can't go back down. We can't go back down. Everything is up. We'll say it again, gentlemen. We can't go down. Everything is up. And it goes here and it goes higher. That's it. Everything is up. Everything is up. So yeah, gentlemen, let Deion Sanders and JSU be an example of how people pray for something and they still want to do the same old thing they've been doing for God knows how long. And some of you guys in these societies, in these communities, know what I'm talking about. So do what Deion Sanders did. Once again, gentlemen, set your standards high. It doesn't matter where you go to on this platform called Earth. This is where your standard is. If you want me to operate in my greatness, you want me to operate at this optimal level, you're going to have to meet me up here. I'm not coming down here. I can see where you are, and I'm going to try to raise you up to where I need for I'm here. For me to come back down, I gotta go backwards. And gentlemen, we don't have time to go backwards for nobody. You understand? We don't have time to go backwards for nobody. Deion Sanders did Jackson State a solid. He came in there with his greatness at a huge discount. I mean, you go from 500,000 to 5 million. Come on, gentlemen. He can't listen. Deion Sanders came to Jackson State at a discount. God bless his soul, because like I said, he was pulled back. He took a couple of steps back, and now just like a rubber band, or like a not a slingshot, but like one of those old school slingshots, he was let go, and now he's being propelled forward to a better situation. So yeah, gentlemen, once again, let Deion Sanders and JSU be an example of how people pray, but they're not ready for greatness. A lot of people complain about where they at, but they're not trying to make necessary steps to move to the next level. That's all I got to say, and I've been rambling on. But yeah, gentlemen, set them standards high. Wherever you go to in life, this is where you're operating at. You don't come down for anybody. I don't care if it's grandma. I don't care what neighborhood you were in this world. You set your standard high. This is why you need to have an SOP, standards of operation and procedure. Your standard needs to be set high. So when you come across people, this is where I'm operating at in my own life. I can't come down to where you are. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, ma'am. I understand I get where you're coming from, but listen, this is where I'm at. If you're trying to get up here with me, if you're trying to rock where I'm trying to rock at, there's some things that need to change. Let's be honest. There's some things that need to change. If you want the best out of life, there's a lot of things got to change. You got to go through a transformation. JSU, if you guys wanted greatness, you're supposed to go through a transformation. What Deion was trying to do was trying to get you to the next level. He wasn't trying to bash you, but you guys got in your feelings. And now he's about to take his talents and all them recruits all over the portal. It's about to head they behind over to Colorado, and that could have been your school. That could have been you. And you guys are going to look silly letting that man go because you didn't want to drop your ego. You didn't want to swallow your pride. and you didn't want to do what that man told you to do to get to that optimum level. You didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do it. But now you're gonna try to chastise him, try to crucify him. So guess what, man? It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So from here on out, listen, Deion Sanders did what he had to do. So now whatever happens to Jackson State University, that's on you now. Hopefully you guys can still stay at the optimal level he brought y'all to. I hope that Jackson State still stays at the optimum level that Deion Sanders brought you to. I hope you guys stay there. Because that would suck with Under Armour put a stamp of approval on your school and you guys go right back down to what you used to be. I hope JSU and other HBCUs go to that next level. I hope you guys do that. I pray that you guys stay at that level. I pray. But if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. But man, gentlemen, that's all I got to say. I've been rambling and talking, yada yada. But yeah, gentlemen, that's it, man. People pray and want things, but they don't want to do the work to get to that next level. So guess what, man? It's not for you to bring everybody with you. If people want to operate at the level that you on, anyways, man, that's all I got to say, bro. Keep your standards high, never come down, man. Gentlemen, peace.